Hello everyone, this is Dr. Vijaya, and I'm very pleased that you can join me today in this very short video talking about something that is so important to all of us, and that is fear. So I'm going to tell you 3 things about fear and how to handle it. So the first thing is, what is fear? So there are many different types of fear, and usually fear is of 2 kinds, broadly speaking. The first part of fear is the real kind of fear, like you're living in a war zone, or there are tigers or lions and wildlife outside, and you're terrified of them and that you can be killed, and it's a very real thing. But safe to say, that's not what the fear is for most of us that we face every day. What we really face is psychological fear. And psychological fear is a very real thing. It's almost like you live in that state of high adrenaline, and you're fearful, and your mind is going fuzzy, and you can't think, and your thoughts are racing, and you don't know what to do. And your feelings and your emotions are mixed up with anxiety, and there's fear, and there is restlessness. Physically, you feel your heart palpitating, and you're feeling that you are very tense. So what can you do about fear? The first thing is to understand that psychological fear comes from thoughts. That's right. A thought about a future that hasn't happened yet. It's non-existent. A future that hasn't happened yet. And in a state of anxiety. When psychological fears come, it's almost as if we're living that thing that we're afraid of. It could be a lack. It could be a fear of something that you have. A lack of security, like something is going to be taken away from you, or something else that you're worried about, that you've already created this mental image of the terrible things that's going to happen. And all human beings, we face that kind of fear. So what can we do about it? Well, the first thing is to recognize that when fear is there, something very important for all of us, the only place that we feel safe and secure, that is, being in the now, is gone. So bring back to the being in the now, being present with your own presence. And how do we do that? We breathe. We're consciously aware of our breath. So you see, in the now, just now, take a deep breath in and out. So one hand on your abdomen and one hand on your chest, and you're breathing in and breathing out, and focus all your attention consciously on the breath. Abdominal breathing, so when you breathe in, abdomen expands, and when you breathe out, abdomen goes closer to the spine. So as you do that a couple of breaths, you realize that when you focus on consciously on your breath, you cannot think those fearful thoughts. So just for a break, the mind gives you like a peace, like a rest. It gives you peace. And as you go into that energy of peace, more and more that you're consciously aware of your breath, you realize you're safe. And in that safety place, from that place of safety, you suddenly have an insight about your problem that you couldn't have a few minutes ago when you were so stressed out. So I invite all of you to try to think about your conscious breathing throughout the day. Like every few hours, every hour. In my case, I do it every hour. Take 3 deep breaths and just go in. And I also want to tell you something that will give you a lasting sense of peace is to join us in the free monthly peace meditation groups online. So you don't have to leave the comfort of your home, and you can just put it on, and details for attending the group, it's in this email. So I hope to see you there. And as you go deeper into the peaceful state, you realize there's an energy field that's always available to you. It's called presence. And when you're in presence, nothing can harm you, nothing can affect you. In fact, your mind is so rested, you have clarity, the next steps to do. So I look forward to seeing all of you in the next peace meditation. Please join online, and you'll be given a handout to use that will be helpful to you. Thank you. Namaste.